Hello and a warm welcome back to WU Bachelor's Day. We have reached our last expert talk. Now we are talking about the admission process of the English-speaking Bachelor, BBE, Business and Economics. Welcome again, Program Manager Vincent de la Place. Thanks for being here. Let's talk about the admission process from BBE. What are the most important deadlines? How does it work?
Thank you for the question. Hello, everyone. So yes, for the Business and Economics program, the first key fact is that we accept each year 240 students. It is the difference with the other bachelor programs. At WU, we accept 240 students per year, only once a year before the beginning of the winter semester. Regarding the selection procedure, as for the two other bachelors, it is divided into several steps you'll have to follow. The first one, you've done it, waking up and braving the rain to come here, so congrats. It was the easiest one. The second one is to register online. So registration is possible. So the registrations open on March the 1st, and it is possible to register online until May the 22nd. So online registration and also paying the registration fee, 50 euros. My advice, please, if you're really sure you want to apply for the BBE program, do it now. Do not wait until the 21st or until the 22nd, because you never know if your laptop doesn't work, or I don't know, do it a few days before. So first step, registration, online registration fee. The second and the third step is to send us your motivation letter. You have until the 1st of June to do so. Of course, the motivation letter has to be in English, in a beautiful English, in your most beautiful English. We're going to have a look at it and to read it, of course. And you're going to see it online, but you actually have to answer a few questions to tell us who you are, why you would like to apply for our BBE program, and also where you see yourself in an ideal case in a few years. So do not hesitate to be precise in your motivation letter, and also to let I don't know, a friend, your parents have a look at it for the English level. So I'm going to recap again: registration online, registration fee, motivation letter, and the last thing is the online self-assessment. As for the motivation letter, you have until June the 1st to do it. You won't receive a grade for it. It is not a decisive part in the application procedure. It is for you to know if the Business and Economics Bachelor is something for you or not. So to know if your expectations are really are not the contrary of what the Business and Economics program is going to be. You'll also have a few questions, a few English questions, logic questions to know, if you're the right candidate for the BBE program. So as I said, you won't receive any grade for it, but please take the time to do it and to have a look at it to be sure that you really wish to apply to our BBE program.
So one question in between. Is it possible to do the self-assessment already now, or only from 22nd May to 1st of June?
You can do everything now. So register, a registration fee, online self-assessment, and motivation letter. As I've already said, if I were you, I wouldn't wait until June the 1st to send everything. I would do it a few weeks before to be sure that it's done, and then you are less stressed.
And then I get a short notice about the next step.
Exactly. As for the German bachelors, it's the same platform we are using for you to register. When you're currently registered, you're going to see that it's done. When you've paid the registration fee, you're also going to see that you received the registration fee. Same thing for the online self-assessment, and same thing for the motivation letter. Sorry. So the 4 steps you really have to follow.
So, and is there any exam to solve, or how do you find out who is most appropriate for this?
Exactly. So the 4 steps were the beginning of the process, and then if your application get accepted, you're going to receive an invitation for the entrance exam. The entrance exam is 100% online. You can do it from where you want, as long as you have a computer with you or a laptop. Please do not use your smartphone or a tablet to do it. It's going to take place on June the 27th in the morning, and it's going to begin at 10 until 12:30, so 2 hours and a half. The entrance exam is composed of 3 different parts. English, as for the school leaving certificate in Austria, so as for the Matura, reading comprehension, a few questions focusing on grammatic. Then the second part is going to focus on business and economics, and the last one is mathematics. Of course, you have to you have the possibility to learn for this entrance exam. On our website, we have a detailed list of all the things you have to learn. For English, it is kind of the same as the school leaving certificate in Austria, reading comprehension, grammatic. So if you learn for the Matura in Austria and also for the other countries in the EU, I would say that you are good prepared for the English part. For business and economics, we have a book, of course in English, on our website that we really recommend you to read and to really understand, because you're going to have to answer questions in this regard during the entrance exam. And the last part, and I would say the most difficult one, is mathematics. So on our website, we also have a list of all the concepts and things you have to learn and to be able to solve for the entrance exam. My tip would really be to really have a look at it and to learn that, because you could be an excellent student in Austria, have excellent grades because you are going to answer questions, mathematics in German, or I don't know, in Spanish, in Italian. But for the entrance exam, for the BB entrance exam, it's going to be in English. And I would say it's quite surprising, disturbing if you're not used to it. So really have a look at it and get acquainted with all the vocabulary and the specific words in English regarding mathematics.
Thanks for this advice. So 27th, it's for sure, no other dates. 27th will be the entrance exam, 2 hours online, and you can prepare for it already now.
Exactly, so 2 hours and a half. And another tip, we are giving the possibility to take 2 mock exams. It is a possibility you have, it's not a must, but I would say it is a must, because the platform we are using is for sure a platform you've never used, Wiseflow. Maybe you already know it, but it's quite unusual. And we are going to organize 2 mock exams. The first one, you'll see again all the information on our website, from June the 12th to June the 16th, just for you to get acquainted with the website. How does it look like? How can I use it? How can I use the calculator online? Because I didn't say it, but you have to use your laptop or a computer, but you're not allowed to have anything on your table. So you are not allowed to write on a sheet of paper. You're not allowed to have a pencil. It's really online. And the mock exams are really the possibility to get used to the platform, to the website, to know how it works. So the first one, you have 4 days to just log in and to see how it looks like. And for the second mock exam, on June the 20th, we'll open the platform 30 minutes, and we'll do really a simulation of the entrance exam, which means we're going to show you questions that were asked during the previous entrance exams, so last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And in this way, you're going to see how the website, so how the platform looks like, and also what kind of questions you're going to have to answer. So really, please do the mock exams, and also because when we receive then on the D-Day the questions from you, my computer is not working, I don't see the questions, we are going to ask you, okay, do that, and if it's the first time you're using the platform, it's going to be complicated. So yeah, please take the opportunity to do the mock exams.
So it's totally recommended to practice the situation, and it's already 2 weeks before the real exam, so there is enough time to check the IT equipment or to ask at WU again, so there will be plenty of time for this.
Exactly. So regarding IT questions, we are going to publish online end of May, at the beginning of June, a Get Started guide with a really precise description of what you need to take the exam. As I said, laptop or computer. And also we are going to ask you to have a camera for us to be sure that you're in front of the laptop and not a mathematician or an economist who is writing the exam for you. So a camera and also a microphone to be sure there's not someone in the room answering the questions for you. So we really check that you're not going to receive any kind of help during the entrance exam. And last thing, during the exam, for information, you'll only have access to the platform, which means during 2.5 hours, you won't have any access to the internet, to Google, to ChatGPT, to everything is really locked, and you only have access to the Wiseflow platform and to the calculator. So, yeah, once again, during the mock exams, you'll have the possibility to check that your camera is working, that your microphone is working, that your laptop is working, and that you know how to use Wiseflow.
So that was the 27th of June. What is the next step then? When do I get notice about if I'm accepted or not?
So we normally need around a week to send you the results. So normally at the beginning of July, you receive an admission offer if you're accepted, and if you're unfortunately failed, you also receive, of course, an email from us. And also for information, you'll have the possibility to log in again on the Wiseflow platform to see where you are in the ranking. So I think I've already mentioned it. We accept 240 students, and we receive around 2,500 applications each year, more and more. So we say that we accept around 10% of the applications. This year, I think it will be around 7%. So take the time to prepare the entrance exam and to learn for it.
All right. So then after 1 week, so around July, I will get notice about that bachelor study will start in September, October, or not.
Exactly. Regarding your admission at WU, and it's also useful to know it before applying. Of course, BB is an English program. You don't need any German knowledge, so you can come without speaking a word German. It's really not a problem. Regarding English, you need a B2 English level. If you are from the European Union or from Switzerland, you don't need a TOEFL or a Cambridge exam. You just need your school leaving certificate with a passing rate in English. So Matura, Abitur, Baccalaureate, everything from the EU and from Switzerland with a passing rate in English is okay. If you're not from the EU or from Switzerland, you have to show us on the admission day and on your admission day your English certificate. You don't need the English certificate before taking the exam. You need to take it with you when you register officially at WU in summer.
So talking about the registrations, do I have to come here physically or is it possible online if I'm still abroad and moving to Austria?
You have to do it at WU. Of course, if you're in Vienna, so as I said, we are going to send you the admission offers at the beginning of July, so feel free to come in July to do it. If you're coming from another country, if you're arriving in the end of August, you can also do it later. But it's not possible to do it online because you have to sign up forms and to give us some documents, so you have to be there.
So I guess from July till September it will be possible to register.
Exactly. I don't remember exactly the deadline, but I think it's in the end of August, beginning of September.
So summing up, which requirements do I need? I have my B2 certificate or my Matura certificate. I have my motivational letter. What else do I need for requirements?
So I'm going to try to make the exhaustive list: registration fee, online self-assessment motivation letter. It is the first step. Then entrance exam on June the 27th with the 2 mock exams before. Do not forget them. And then if you are receiving an admission offer from WU, registration at WU in summer before the beginning of the winter semester. And yeah, also for your information, if you receive an admission offer, you're also going to receive an invitation for our BB Welcome Days. I've mentioned them briefly during the previous expert talk. As the BB program only accepts 240 students per year, we are organizing 2 days in the end of September, Welcome Days, so that students get to know each other, get to know the campus and also Vienna if they are not from Vienna. So it's really important that you're there for the Welcome Days. We're also going to explain how the BB program is working in details. So it's quite structured, I would say, until the end of September.
Thank you. So are there any questions from the audience? My colleague will come with the microphone. Yes, over there.
Hello. I'd like to ask you if it would be possible, after taking the entrance exam, to apply also on the German-speaking program if I fail the exam.
Of course, you can apply for the 3 bachelor programs at WU. The entrance exams are on different dates, so you can of course apply to BBI, Baviso, and Bavira, and then choose in which one you'd like to register if you get an admission offers for the 3 bachelors.
Okay, and thanks for the answer. And also, I'd like to ask you if it is possible to register without having a student visa yet. I'm actually from Ukraine and I don't have a visa, but I can stay here without a visa. And I'll get it, I guess, only after I get the registration. So it is possible to actually apply and register after the exam?
Yeah. So you can apply for the BBE entrance exam without a student visa. The most important is that you have it for your registration in summer.
And maybe it's important to say if he registers for every 3, he has to pay 50 euros 3 times.
Of course.
I have a question about the motivational letter from the application.
Yeah.
It is you have to do it, but how is it taken into consideration in your application? How do you measure or grade this letter?
Yeah, thanks for the question. It's a good question. Regarding the motivation letter, you won't receive a grade for it. It's only accepted or rejected. If your motivation letter is rejected, you won't be allowed to take the entrance exam. So yeah, regarding the motivation letter, you're going to see it on the platform, on the website. You have to answer 3 questions in English. As I said, please write in a correct English and show that you really know what BB is and why you would like to apply for the BB program. But you won't receive an advance. So how can I say that? If your motivation is your motivation letter is accepted, you won't receive any grade for it. So you're just allowed to take the entrance exam. But there's no difference that is being made between the different motivation letters that we are going to accept.
So one last question. Yes, over there in the third row.
What percentage do you need to score on the entrance exam to be accepted usually?
Mm-hmm. It's not it's not a percentage. We only accept the 240 best students. So if the 240 best students reach, I don't know, 95%, you need 95%. So yeah, only the best 240 students. It really, once again, as for all exams, it depends on the level of of the other applicants.
So Vincent, if there are any questions left, who to contact to?
So I'm going to be there outside until 1 p.m. if you have other questions, and otherwise, as my colleague Helena said before, do not hesitate to write us. You'll find the email address on the brochure, on the back of the brochure here. So do not hesitate to contact us here, and yeah, to have a look also at the website, of course.
Thanks for your attention. Have a great day at WU Campus. Bye.
Bye.